A brand new era of reality chaos is exploding inside the world of Vanderpump Rules. And it all begins with two newcomers. Women who never expected their everyday jobs to turn into primetime drama. As Season 12 premieres on Dexmer 2 on Bravo, viewers are about to witness the rise of two fresh faces. Kim Suarez and Angelica Jensen, who sat down with interviewer Brice to reveal the messy hookups, emotional breakdowns, unexpected friendships, and surprise betrayals that shaped their explosive debut season. And for fans of the iconic Suarez restaurant, the place where drama brews faster than cocktails, this season might just redefine what it means. 2. Work at Suarez. The story begins with Kim, who left her life in New York after nearly a decade working as a corporate publicist. She always knew she belonged in the world of acting, and at 30, she decided it was now or never. She packed up her dreams, moved west, and found herself living only blocks away from the legendary hotspot. The same home base that built the careers of the original cast of Vanderpump Rules. One random dinner night at Suarez restaurant changed everything. Kim walked in as a customer, but walked out as a future cast member, hired on the spot and unaware that cameras would soon follow her every move. She never came for fame. She just wanted a simple job. Instead, she woke up holding a microphone, suddenly thrust into a world where every conversation, every glance, every misstep would become television. Angelica's path was completely different. A self-described military brat, she grew up traveling constantly with her father until she eventually landed in California, enrolling at UCLA to study neuroscience. But even as she pursued academics, she always found herself drawn back to the restaurant industry, balancing tables, studying for finals, and working shift after shift. When the medical field no longer felt like her calling, Angelica reinvented herself, dabbling in acting, starting her own clothing brand, and taking on multiple restaurant jobs to survive the high cost of living in Los Angeles. But life took a brutal turn when she found herself in the middle of the worst breakup of her life. Heartbroken, exhausted, and in desperate need of income, she applied for a serving job at Suarez restaurant, only to crash face first. During her first introduction to the staff, literally, she physically fell, earning an unforgettable entrance. And in a twist only reality TV could deliver, the Suarez team welcomed her instantly, turning her stumble into an iconic moment that made the group soften toward her immediately. Kim and Angelica both admit they weren't longtime fans of the earlier seasons of Vanderpump Rules. Growing up, they missed the initial hype, but once they were hired, they quickly binged the show to prepare for the intense fan, interactions, and the legacy that hangs on every wall inside Suarez. They walked into a restaurant where photos of the original cast still decorate the walls, and where fans constantly ask the same questions. Is Tom here? Is Lala here? Do they still work here? That history forced them to take their roles seriously, not just as staff members, but as people who were stepping into a franchise that shaped a generation of Bravo fans. But for Kim, Season 12 wasn't just about adjusting to cameras. She entered the show while already in a 9-month relationship with Marcus Johnson, a relationship that had been both passionate and turbulent long before producers ever showed up. She admits that the two rarely see eye to eye, joking that they can't seem to get along no matter how much they love each other. But beneath the humor is a deeply emotional truth. Marcus is grieving the loss of both parents, and Kim is trying to love someone who is hurting more than he can express. Their arguments aren't glamorous. Their problems aren't fake, and filming added a pressure they didn't expect. But despite the chaos, the two survived the season, even entering therapy to strengthen their bond. Kim doesn't sugarcoat the reality. This season tested every part of their relationship, but she hopes it's a forever kind of love. Angelica, meanwhile, faced an entirely different kind of chaos: romance. From the moment the season trailer dropped, fans noticed that she appeared to be the center of attention for more than one man in the group. And she laughs about it now, saying that all the men at Suarez are naughty in one way or another. But when asked who made the nice list in her life, she didn't hesitate. All the women. Well, most of them. The newcomer admits she formed real friendships during filming, but she also left with one real enemy, someone whose identity she refuses to reveal just yet. She says viewers will have to wait to see why tension built and how bad it truly got. When asked who brought the most drama this season, neither Kim nor Angelica hesitated to mention two names: Natalie and Marcus Johnson. According to them, everyone on the cast had their own explosive moments, but those two names come up repeatedly for a reason. Kim recalls that during filming, she and Natalie clashed hard, so hard that their fight appears right in the very first episode. And even after filming wrapped, Kim admitted she's nervous to rewatch that argument, knowing millions of people will witness moments she never planned to share with the world. Angelica also has her own moment she's dreading. Her breakup had left her emotionally wrecked, and she eventually hit rock bottom during filming. She doesn't like crying in front of people, but surrounded by the cast, she couldn't hold it in anymore. She knows that moment will be painful to relive, but she hopes viewers will see themselves in her vulnerability. The heartbreak, the confusion, the attempt to rebuild yourself while standing in front of a camera. What makes these two perfect reality stars? Authenticity. Kim admits she cries constantly, joking that every show needs someone who cries in every scene, and she's ready to fill that role. Angelica uses humor to mask her pain, laughing when she feels like she should be crying. They are raw, chaotic, and unapologetically themselves, exactly what makes great television. Their flaws aren't hidden. Their traumas aren't covered, and that vulnerability makes them relatable, emotional, and unforgettable. Both women agree that being part of the new era of Vanderpump Rules comes with pressure. They're stepping into a franchise built by legends, people who created some of the most iconic reality TV moments of the last decade. But they aren't just filling old shoes, they're building new ones. They've chosen to show every part of their lives. The tears, the screaming fights, the heartbreaks, the hookups, the friendships, the mistakes. The audience isn't just watching them live, they're watching them grow. Kim and Angelica both say the key to surviving this intense new world is staying out of the comment section once the show airs. They've already survived the filming portion. Now comes the part where fans pick apart every moment, every word, every expression. And for reality stars, that's often harder than filming itself. But for now, the two are proud they made it through their first season of chaos, heartbreak, and revelation. They're ready for the world to watch the emotional roller coaster that unfolded inside the walls of Sur Restaurant, a place where relationships form, fall apart, and sometimes explode in ways no one expects. And as they prepare for the new chapter of fame, they step forward together, knowing that whatever comes next, they have already survived the most intense initiation reality TV can offer.